Hi, in this video, let's look at how to implement the rules around these methods that we have for play, eat, and sleep. So earlier we had seen that we have declared these two variables, hungry and sleepy. So let us take a look at what the rules are. When a cat eats, he's not hungry anymore. When the cat's not hungry, he doesn't want to eat. So for us to know if the cat is hungry or not, we will use this particular Boolean variable, this guy. And then if we want to know if the cat's sleepy or not, we'll use this guy. So these are going to be internal variables. So we are not going to allow anyone else to modify this. This is for us to keep track of what's going on with the status of the cat. So when we come in here to cat wants to eat. So when we try to feed the cat, so instead of the void, let us say bool. So this method will say if cat ate or not. Okay, so if the cat ate when we feed him, so that will become true, otherwise false. So let's return false. Let's say the default is false, the cat doesn't eat. So let us see how to implement this. So when we say eat to the cat, this is the default. So let's remove that. So if hungry equal to true. So you can do like this way. This is one way. Or if you say if hungry, this is like a true false. So it will automatically do the if hungry equal to true. If hungry means if this condition is true, then the cat will eat. So the cat is saying, thanks for feeding me. So when the cat eats, the cat will eat when it's hungry. The cat will not eat when it's not hungry. So the hungry flag will tell us if the cat is hungry or not. So let us say the cat ate now. So this is, I ate a lot and I'm not hungry anymore. So that's the message, right? So when we say that, we also have to make the hungry flag to false. So he is no longer hungry. So if the cat is hungry, so you can do it this way or this way. Because it's a Boolean. Boolean is true or false. It's like a switch 1, 0, true, false. So if hungry, you can just check for that instead of this. So the cat will say, so the return value will say, okay, so this will say if the function did the cat eat. That's the indicator. So if the cat eat, we are going to say result is true. Here the cat ate, here the cat did not eat. So this function is going to indicate to the calling function whether the cat ate or not. So this is going to return the result. Okay, so this is a function that has a return value. This function has no return value. That's why it's returning void. So this indicates it's a public function. This is the name of the function. This is the return value. And then anything inside the parenthesis, like how we had, where did we have it? Like these are called as parameters, arguments. So these are values you can pass to a function. So this method, for example, this method is not taking any input because it only needs to check the hungry flag. When the hungry variable is true, we say thanks for feeding me. So the cat is not hungry anymore and the cat ate. So instead of result, you can say did cat eat? Or you can say cat ate. Did the cat eat? So did cat eat will be true here. Did cat eat will be false here. So it's variable now, so you can do however you want. So you're returning it the calling function. Okay. So we have not used it anywhere. Let's see what's the problem here. Did cat eat? Okay, no problem here. Okay, now we made this into a Boolean return value for the eat. So let's go to the calling function. Where are we calling eat? So we are calling eat here. So you can actually check here. So this will tell you, if you hover over here, you can see what value was returned. Let's put a breakpoint and then test this method. Okay, so we are calling the eat method only for the last cat. So let's step in. So up top here, you can see the step arrow, step into. So that's gonna take us into this method. So did cat eat is false to begin with. So hungry flag. So all cats, we set hungry as false. So it's going to go here. So it says, no thanks, I'm not hungry now. Did the cat eat? Nope. And that's the return value. So here, if you hover over result, you can see the result is false. So if the eat method returns a value false. Okay. So what will make the cat hungry? If the cat plays or sleeps, it's going to get hungry. Let's see if that's the... When the cat eats, he's not hungry. When the cat's not hungry, he doesn't want to eat. When the cat plays, he is hungry. He gets hungry. That was missing. Okay, so let's go and add some code related to that. So when he goes and plays, if hungry, he will say I don't want to play. I am hungry. Feed me. Else, if he is not hungry, he will play. And then once he plays, he's going to get hungry again. Again, we can make this into a bool return value. So we can say bool did cat play. So if he's hungry, did cat play is false. Otherwise, did cat play true. So you can see there's a squiggly now because here it's saying that not all code paths return a value, because if you define the return value as a bool, you have to return the return value. You have to, all code paths have to return a value. So there has to be a return, at least one return statement at the end. So let's save that. So these two are going to set and reset the hungry flag. We call the booleans as flags because they are like either true or false, yes or no. They are indicators. So I'm used to calling them as flags. Okay, the build is successful. Let's run the code and see how it works now. So here's the code. Let's play for fluff. Okay, I probably have to change it. So let's go here. Let's try to feed him before eat. So when let's call him to play. So we want him to eat. He won't eat. Hungry equal to false in this place. Here hungry is set to true in this function. Now again hungry gets set to false. So initially all cats are going to be not hungry. So this should say I'm not hungry. Then he's going to play and get hungry. Then he's going to eat. Let's run it and see. I'm setting breakpoints so we can actually see what's going on. So the first time I call eat, he is saying no thanks, I'm not hungry now, because our default hungry flag is set to false for all cats. Now we are trying to make him play. He's not hungry, so he's gonna play. So hungry is false. So he is going to go to the else condition and say let's play. Because he played, we are going to set the hunger flag to true, and then did the cat play, it returns true. Now he goes into eat. Okay, let's step through the code. Is he hungry now? Yes. So he is going to eat. He is no longer hungry and he ate. So that's what we are setting. So he did not eat. He played and then he ate. So here again, this guy won't eat. So just to show you like how we can use internal variables. See, no thanks, I'm not hungry now. So Stripey is saying he's not hungry, but this guy first said he's not hungry, then he played, now he's hungry, he ate. So that's the validation that we wanted to add. Let's add one more. When the cat's sleepy, he doesn't want to play. If sleepy, Okay, so that's for the sleep method. Let's make this bool so we know whether he slept or not. So that's our return value. And then if this cat is sleepy, we don't want him to play. If hungry, I don't want to play, I'm hungry. Let's add else if here. If he's sleepy, so he's hungry, feed him. If hungry, else if sleepy, he says, I don't want to play. Otherwise, he plays. So if you see here, after he sleeps, set sleepy to false. So once he has rested, we don't want to keep that flag on, then it'll be working never. It'll never work. So let's use Fluffy. I'm going to set as soon as he eats, he wants to sleep. So let's see how that goes. So this is just a case study of how we can use internal variables to decide what gets triggered automatically. So all we do is we use these little flags to control the execution of the code. So when somebody eats, they get sleepy. So when you're hungry, you don't sleep. So that's kind of what I'm going with. So let's see, where are we? So we are here. So now he's playing. Okay, sleepy is false. So he's going to go and play. And then once he plays, he's hungry. And then he's gonna eat. He's hungry, so he's gonna eat. And then he's gonna be sleepy. So when we go to sleep, he's sleepy. And then he's all rested now. Okay, so let's try the next cat. He said, I'm not tired, can we play? Because by default, sleepy is set to false. So this is just a funny, light-hearted example of what we do and how we control the flow. So we first started off with void methods that never returned any value. Then we moved on to methods that returned a value, a boolean, and then we use the internal flags to control the flow of how these internally can work. So hungry and sleepy are not going to be available for the class here outside of for the program here outside of the class. So let me show you. So from my cat to, you can only call the methods. You cannot access the particular indicator. So they are protected, and that's one of the ideas of object-oriented programming. You don't want to expose, you know, important information and let people like hack into it. That's the whole idea. I will next show you a couple more methods where we can use parameters in the next video.